there's several layers to what I'm about to tell you. So the Shuli, comedy show continues on the road. Scott can't make it to Arizona and Chicago. And I said, why not? Shuli goes, you'll have to ask him. I have no idea. Like, I don't know why Scott can't make it. So Shuli went to JD and said, do you want to fill in? And he goes, we're going to have to renegotiate. And Shuli's like, renegotiate? You're on stage for 4 minutes. He goes, you know that comic that you introduced that got 3 standing ovations? You made 10 times more than him.
You know what, Scott and JD, I think they all think it's fun to go out and do these things.
And then
they realize it's work, and then they're like, oh.
But he did say, but Shuli did say that it was really weird because JD, the one thing he wanted to know, like way in advance, was what hotel they were staying in. Meaning he had it set up with that girl.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He had dreams.
Hey, Lisa G is here. I haven't spoken to her in like ages. Lisa G, come on in and tell us what's happening in the Howard 100 newsroom.
Lisa Glassberg takes
There's Lisa.
Hello there.
Came in laughing. Having a good time. All right.
Wearing this jacket, you start to sweat after 10 minutes.
Right. Go ahead, Lisa. What do you have for us from the Howard 100 newsroom?
All right. So where do Ralph Cirella's allegiances lay? The issue came up.
Lie.
That's what I thought, but
Go ahead.
I think grammatically it may be lay.
Evidently, you don't pay attention to my grammar. But go ahead.
The issue came up after Ralph told you he was too sick to fly to San Francisco for America's Got Talent late last week. But
Now, here was the thing. I wanted to bring Ralph with me.
Yeah.
We discussed it. He called me up, and he did the right thing. He says to me, hey, you could hear it. He could hardly talk.
Okay.
I said, I don't want to be around anyone who's got a cold. I don't want to be around anybody, quite frankly. The less people on that plane, because the plane circulates air. I don't know what the fuck anyone's got, and sometimes people don't know what they got.
Right.
I'm looking to stay healthy for this stupid gig I'm doing. So he called me up. He's got no voice. He goes, you still want me to come?
There's something going around because a lot of people have had it.
Right. So I said no, and thank you for calling me and making me aware that you're not feeling well. I didn't really need him to come. He had already put together the outfit and all that, and it's not all that complicated.
So what are you saying, Lisa?
well, he showed up Friday to host Geek Time.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. He would have come with me. He said, I'll come. He says, I just know you're paranoid about germs and stuff. And I said, thank you. Don't come. It wasn't a matter of loyalty.
Did he look sick?
I didn't see him. I was away.
He was sick. Believe me. He was sick. And quite frankly, it was fine. Even like I'm going to St. Louis, I said, I don't need anyone going with me. I don't need a babysitter.
You're not taking Tony?
No, Tony, I need that fucking hair of mine. I don't know how to do it. I'm going out tonight. I need fucking help with my hair all the time. Tony always goes with me.
Yeah.
Tony takes care of it, and that's it. My hair, I don't know.
It needs its own person.
I know. I was actually contemplating getting a manly haircut,
something that doesn't require styling.
Yeah, because
like what?
I mean, like a man.
What do you mean?
Something short and spiky?
Like what men do. I'm the only guy walking around with a bouffant. Every other guy walks around with a normal haircut. You know what I mean? But I don't have the balls to do it. I've always had long hair. And I've cut it about as short as I'll cut it.
Yeah, it's even shorter now.
Yeah. That's about it for me.
This is the length.
Ralph thinks I should grow it a little longer. He thinks it's a little too short since it doesn't hide enough.
Hide?
Yeah. Hide aspects of my face. That's what I use my hair for. Let's be honest. If I put enough of it in my face, you can't really... It's a mystery. You're kind of like, hey, he doesn't look so bad. That's always been my move. That was Joey Ramone's move. I look like him. Joey always had hair hanging in front of his face.
You do not look like Joey Ramone.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you have nice ears? I've never seen those.
I have nice ears. Yeah. People I have stuff that's nice that you don't need to be nice. I have probably the prettiest feet a man's ever had.
Yeah.
I have gorgeous ears. All this shit you don't care about. I'd rather be a super hot guy who looks like Brad Pitt and have the ugliest, feet.
And ears.
And deformed feet. My feet are Brad Pitt, which is so weird. It's just so. It's like the worst joke, practical joke anyone can play on you to have beautiful feet. And I'll be hanging out with girls and go, oh yeah, you have really pretty feet, and I'm like, yeah. So now you're gonna sleep with me? No.
Every woman I've interviewed about you says you have gorgeous feet.
Yeah, feet.
They're beautiful. He could have been a foot model.
Yeah, my feet are so hot.
He's a supermodel of feet.
I could be a professional foot model. Like, you ever see like a soap, like the guys in the shower and he's soaping up? Like, they would cut to my feet.
Right.
You know. And like, and by the way, that's nice. Women look at stuff like that when if they see a guy with gnarly feet, they don't want to be with him. But
right, because it sort of indicates a hygiene situation.
But it's just. I'd rather have like chimpanzee feet, like literally,
like
chimpanzee,
another species,
like another species, and look like Brad Pitt.
Maybe Brad Pitt does have chimpanzee feet.
Right.
You hope, but it's really funny how watching the Oscars.
Yeah.
It was almost embarrassing because it's like they are performing. The whole show is just for George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Yeah, because what does the camera go to? George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Every time you need a reaction.
Those guys are like kings.
Brad, George, George. The rest of the people aren't even there.
Yeah, and if you just date George Clooney, like Stacy Keibler now,
camera.
Stacy Keibler is considered the princess of America.
Everybody knows her. Everybody defers to her.
Yeah.
And her fees doubled.
Yeah. She gets something like $25,000 or something to appear anywhere.
Wow.
Said that in the paper. Like she used to get like $5,000 or something, or 10.
Yeah. Now you have to get in line.
I was at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I saw her holding a power meeting at a table, like literally, like with people just having business proposals.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. I want to go out with George.
Well,
Clooney.
I hope she strikes gold before he dumps her.
Well, maybe he's in love. Maybe this time he won't.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you guys! Don't you believe in love?
Not with George Clooney. And Brad.
Yeah. I mean, like before dating George Clooney, she was actually hosting Ronnie's block party. She was filling in for Ronnie. Did you hear about the whole Ronnie's block party thing?
No.
Ronnie's block party, Scott and Ronnie go out, and then they go out with all these comedians like Shuli and stuff. And Shuli's got a real act; he's a real comedian, and these other guys are real comedians. So I guess, Ronnie's been traveling with me for America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So they had JD fill in, and everyone was thrilled with JD, I guess, at the show. And,
that's wonderful.
Yeah, and Scott the engineer, I guess, has been going, but they have two big dates coming up, one in like Arizona and another one far away. And I think Scott's like bailing out on it because it's too far for him, and everyone thinks he's doing a negotiating ploy.
Oh, no, he wants more money?
Yeah, he was like, I think I need a lot more money. Because I think he figured out when he goes far away.
West of the Mississippi, my fees doubled.
And like no one is looking. I mean, who's Scott? First of all, JD could so easily replace Scott because if you have a choice between Ronnie's block party and seeing JD or Scott, don't you want a JD?
Look, I think all these guys are wonderful. But if you give me the choice, I would say JD is a novelty, yes.
Hey, Shuli, there was one picture somebody tweeted at Ronnie's block party. It looked at one point like Scott was asleep on the stage. Right, Shuli.
He might as well be.
Yeah, what's going on with the whole, like, Ronnie didn't show up, JD was there, and from what I'm hearing, everyone liked JD at Ronnie's block party.
I got to tell you, there was, first of all, it was our first weekend that was sold out with this tour.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Right, and there was an energy when JD did these shows this weekend that we didn't have. We've done the Killers of Comedy tour. We've done all kinds of stuff. I play with Artie. There was an energy when JD was there that I couldn't believe. Like people were going out of their mind.
Right.
Like
And then the opposite end
shows up.
then the opposite end of the spectrum is Scott sitting there, lifeless.
Right.
I think at one point I compared him to a lamp on a nightstand on stage.
But I like that. Isn't he now giving you a hard time about showing up for certain dates?
Well, it's so weird with these guys. Like, I don't think they fully understand what it means to be on the road and to the shit sandwiches you got to eat to get to a point. Now, look, we're all helping each other out. When they do these shows with me, it helps sell tickets, no doubt.
Sure.
Right.
But, I'm helping by doing an hour every
You're doing the heavy lifting.
Right. So you would think they'd just be happy to be, we're whisked here and there.
And they make more money than you guys. Like some of the comics get less money, right, than Scott or...
I mean, I have a best friend of mine who I started with in Vegas doing stand-up. Phenomenal comic. This guy, Mad Dog Mattern, did this weekend with us, 3 shows. Every time he finished, standing ovation. Right? This guy crushed all weekend long. I go to JD. I said, Scott is out for Chicago and Arizona. And you'd have to ask him why.
Why is Scott out for Chicago and Arizona?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the fact that it's okay, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, the flying around. I get that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a long trip.
I get that. But it's not like you're doing it for free. You're getting a
Paid.
basic minimum guarantee. If we don't sell a fucking ticket, you still get this money in your pocket.
Right.
That's good money.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I think he knows that with the overhead of flying people out and getting hotels and rental cars, that he's not going to make anything more than his minimum. So what's it worth to him? You know,
is that what's going on, Scott?
No, it had nothing to do with the money.
Why are you not going
I have commitments, previous commitments.
What are you committing to?
You committed to the Killers, whatever they're calling.
Who's going to sit around on that weekend and go, "Where's Scott? I've been waiting for him all weekend."
So I couldn't make it that weekend. That's all.
But
I'm
did
going
you
to
agree
San
to
Francisco.
go?
Yes.
No. Originally, I said I don't think I could make it that weekend. When you said,
but you said that for like 3 fucking weeks.
No, I haven't.
I tell you, I go, Scott, I need to know. Are you in
I
or are
couldn't
you
change
out?
the plans I had, so I told you.
Why don't you just cut him out completely?
Well, but here's my other problem. So I go to JD. I go, listen, Scott's not available. Can you do Chicago and Arizona? And he goes, well, you know, he's like, we got to renegotiate. And I'm like, renegotiate what?
I never said renegotiate. He did. But
you've said it at other times.
Well,
you shook me down. Let's be honest.
I'm going to San Francisco.
God. Imagine getting shaken down by
this
the
guy
likes of
comes
Scott
up to me
D'Angelo.
one
I'm not
day.
shaking him down.
Okay. Let's talk. One day he comes up. One day he comes up to me and goes,
It's negotiating. It's not shaking down.
Yeah, fuck you.
As a Jew, I guess it's shaking down. But
Yeah, let me tell you how you negotiate. Let me explain to everybody how Scott negotiates. He comes up to me and goes, so, yeah, I just don't think scheduling-wise I'll be able to do a lot of these shows. It's just not going to work out.
He's the guy who wanted extra money.
He's the reason I started this fucking tour. I swear. I swear to you. I'm not lying.
Right. He started in with you.
So he says, well, you know, just scheduling-wise, it's a lot of flying. I don't know. I said, okay, fine.
What else does he have to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Sit behind bowlers on ESPN.
Right.
That's it.
That was his big excitement.
So I come to him the next day. I go, Scott, are you sure you're out or are you in? And he goes, well, if there was just more money. Now all of a sudden,
now it's about money.
You didn't say that.
To Chicago? I never
For
said
everything.
That.
You
No.
said for the whole pack. You said, well, if I could just, you know, if there's just more money there, then it wouldn't be a
wants to get
problem
rich.
being out.
Yeah.
So do I. And I can't because I'm paying you guys an arm and a fucking leg.
Well, who the fuck do you think is coming there because of our guys? They're not going to see you.
Oh, you think so?
No,
they're coming
they're
to
not
see
going
you
to
with a
see you.
fucking cell phone
They're not
on your
going to
lap like
Try
a jerk
doing
off?
the show without Ronnie or me.
I've been doing shows without
and how
Ronnie
many-
and you.
So go ahead.
And Ronnie, and in all fairness,
he put it together for
Have
you.
fun.
and in all fairness,
Why
like
is-
I'm scared that you're gonna fucking walk away from the block party
Why
show.
am I being busted
Because
here?
I'm
You're being
stating
busted
an
because you
I
busted his
didn't-
balls.
I
To
didn't
get,
bust
I
his
remember you
balls.
busted his
No,
balls.
I didn't bust his balls.
You were like, can I get
No.
some money? And then you get angry when everyone's making appearances and
didn't
you're not
bust
involved.
his balls.
Don't include him. Take him out.
And then JD's like, I want to renegotiate. And I go, JD, you know the comic you introduced this weekend that you loved? I mean, JD said he's one of the greatest comics he's seen. I'm like, you've made 10 times more than him. Like,
Oh my goodness!
I thought these guys need money. Why wouldn't you go? You got nothing else to
I
do.
understand that he doesn't like to travel. I get it.
Yeah,
Fine.
but come on, make some
Hold
dough.
on. This I did not ask to be a part. Shuli asked me to fill in for Ronnie.
All right, but now you got a shot. People liked you. You went over big.
But I'm not good at. I didn't. I
None
was,
of them are- Scott's
and it was
worse than you.
stressing. It's not my thing, and
Right.
I.
But don't you want the extra money?
Nah,
Wow, like Rockefeller.
not no. That's not. Shut up. No, it's not. I'm not Rockefeller.
Bank some money,
no,
dude.
but it's not.
It's such
it's not my thing.
It's such easy money, Joe.
I-
It's not your thing. You don't have to do anything.
You really?
Yeah.
like-
Yes. You do. You still
What do you
have
have
to do stuff.
You just stand there and people just go crazy when they see you.
Howard, I told him just be a traffic cop up there. Have like 2
Right.
minutes, 3 minutes,
Right.
you know, of whatever you. And he did great. He came up with bits himself. He came up with suggestions. He was in control as a host. He was great.
This is the laziest DJ I've ever seen in my entire life.
Go make some dough.
can't
This
even-
is what it's about.
But it's not I'm not a performer, and I'm not
Get out, you meet
comfortable doing
girls,
it. And,
you know?
and I'm not comfortable doing it, and that's mainly it.
If you're
And-
looking for comfort all the time in life, you're never going to get anywhere.
But Scott's the guy. He was always walking around here sad sack. Everybody makes appearances. I don't get anything. Nobody asks me. No one invites me to the party. Then you fucking invite him, and then he's renegotiating.
I don't never get invited.
I'm just like, what's going on? Like,
Why? So get away from these guys.
I took a Greyhound bus one New Year's from Vegas to Colorado to do a fucking $100 show.
So when he starts complaining that I'm never included, say, fuck you, I'm not including you in anything.
You know what?
Take him off the bill.
At this point, it's like I have myself, John Toll, Mad Dog, three amazing, and the three of us amazing comics. Ronnie. Now, Ronnie could be the only one who could pull diva shit right now, and I would understand it. He's got TV deals, he's got, cologne deals, whatever he's got. He's fine. He's fine.
He's not your problem.
Ronnie loves to be around fans. He loves to fucking be out on the weekend.
Right,
the travel
happy.
bothers him a little bit, and I understand that. He's old. But other than that, he's having a blast. And, I don't care what you tell me, JD, you had a great fucking time this weekend.
It was fine. But
you didn't look uncomfortable, laughing and having a blast after the show.
Well, yeah, I was glad the shows were over. I was done. I didn't do anything.
That's the other thing. You cannot compliment. He will not take a compliment. I go, JD, you really were great up there first show. He goes, well, there's 2 more left. And I go, well, I said, JD,
I gotta stay focused.
You're a great human being.
But Scott, why would you go? I heard you were like watching the professional bowling tournament all weekend because you were on TV. And by the way, talk about a black cloud. Every bowler that bowled on the lane where Scott was behind him lost.
Oh, wow.
Well,
do you know that?
There was only 3 bowlers with me. I mean,
yeah, but every bowler,
one of the guys finished like in the top 20.
Every bowler on TV that you were sitting behind lost.
No, well, the guy won. Obviously, one of them had to win.
There you are.
The best is the guy sitting behind Scott.
He won. Pete Weber won.
I don't know.
So how can you make a statement like that?
Someone told me they heard that whenever a bowler came up in front of you.
Yes, it is. Obviously. Pete Weber sat on the other side whenever he wasn't bowling.
Right.
All the other bowlers sat right in front of you.
Oh, you're talking about sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of people around me. I mean, I wasn't the only one there. You
think somebody else has your black cloud?
Nobody has. That's
someone
ridiculous.
told me you were yelling at the snack bar server.
I heard about
you got into an altercation.
This isn't a real taco.
Right. What were you fighting about?
I wasn't fighting. I just went in there with plenty of time, I thought, to eat dinner before I had to be at a meeting.
There's always a problem with a meeting.
Every time.
So I ordered a hamburger, which was supposed to be quick, and 20 minutes later, it still wasn't ready. And I went up politely, and I handed him my receipt. I said, do you know when this order is coming out? And he said a few minutes, and then I kept waiting and waiting, and finally I went up to him and said, do you have any idea when this order is coming out? I have to go to a meeting.
Yeah.
I got a little. I wasn't fighting.
A meeting.
I have a meeting with the 8th frame.
Yeah, I had to be at a meeting.
What meeting? Who did you
for
have
the PBA? They need you to be at roll call before your bowl.
I'm having a meeting.
Bowl roll call.
Push my PBA meeting back 10 minutes. I'm waiting for my snacks.
Hold the meeting. I need a burger.
This poor fucking kid's working at a snack bar in a bowling alley.
I wasn't a kid.
Please, my meeting.
Even more pathetic when a kid and you're yelling at him about a burger.
I wasn't a kid.
I would love to hear that meeting.
You call this a tomato?
The meeting is just they explain the rules and they make sure you're there, and that's the meeting.
I specifically asked for iceberg lettuce.
Bowling is the only sport that you can eat a hamburger before playing.
That's right.
It would be a full stomach.
I like how they have to explain.
I needed some protein.
Yeah.
I like that they have to explain the rules of bowling to these guys.
These only hasn't been bowling
what
enough.
What the fuck has changed?
We had a meeting about the rules.
Okay, there's still 10 pins, right? Very nice.
Any other rules?
They're not thinking of taking away a pin, are they?
I'm late for my rule meeting.
Is it true you lost to like a 13-year-old?
Well, there was a few 14 and 15-year-olds there.
But they bowled like they were 20.
Damn kids.
I have to get ready for my big bowling match against a 13-year-old.
But I took out the fetus.
Played four Scott versus a fetus.
I didn't bowl with him directly. He was in the tournament, though.
JD, you should go do these gigs, dude. I don't know what they're paying you, but according to Shuli,
it was a very good money. You don't
need money.
No, listen, it's not.
Get out of that shithole you're living in. How many of these dates could you book a year? Like maybe 6 or 7 for him, right?
You want to hear something? I got a guy who contacted me who wants to book a weekend in 2013 in Montego Bay in Jamaica.
Oh my goodness!
What does it pay?
A Ronnie Mund.
Is there dinner?
A Ronnie Mund weekend in Jamaica.
Oh my
this guy
God.
wants to do
Wow!
a whole inclusive thing for fans to come out for all 3 days.
Yeah.
And this is the phone calls I get day and night. Like, this thing is running on all cylinders right now.
So why wouldn't JD get in on this?
It's not my thing.
But you know what? Sitting here ain't my thing, but they pay me.
Well, I'm sorry.
I would like to be anywhere else.
It's called a job. It's not supposed to be comfortable.
But I have a job. This is my job.
But JD, I could understand if you did this weekend and you sucked and it was fucking terrible and you bombed.
Well, you know what? Don't convince him.
You didn't do any of those. You were really good, and he came out to standing ovations.
You mean all he has to do is stand there? Let me understand the job. He goes,
right.
Hi, everybody. I'm JD Hammer. Hey, by the way, we just got here in Baltimore, and I got to tell you, man, we're having a great time. And tonight we're gonna have Shuli and this other idiot and this other douchebag, and we're gonna entertain you. And it's gonna be great fun. Any questions for anybody? Hey, JD, why are you such a fucking dick? Hey, whatever. Okay, here's Shuli. That's it.
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Whatever.
That's too much.
Yeah, you actually.
I did too much work.
You actually did a lot more.
Right.
But JD opened the show. And then he opened the show by.
What did you say when you opened the show? Let me hear what you did.
You know how
Were you there?
Go ahead.
LL Cool J read a prayer, did a prayer for Whitney Houston before the Grammy, so that's what I did. The LL Cool J Whitney Houston prayer
to open the show.
Cool.
To open the show.
And I thought
So
it was
you read.
really smart and funny. And then he has a joke about Scott right after the.
What did you say about Scott?
Will Murray gave me this joke. He said, how is Whitney Houston dead and Scott Salem still alive? The most important question, actually, is how is Whitney Houston dead and Scott Salem still alive? Okay, you have to do one more song because I'm about to. We don't want to kill the man, for Christ's sake.
And that killed.
There you go.
And then after that, you bring up a comic.
What the
Done.
fuck? I don't get you guys.
He felt really uncomfortable.
It's like handing you money for doing nothing.
And then at one point he read.
Okay, get someone else. It's fine.
At one point he read Winter.
And by the way, you do less than JD.
That's right.
And you're negotiating with.
I do.
I thought you were the
almost
guy every
nothing.
minute.
I need money.
Oh yeah, you should see this guy.
No
when-
one pays me.
The only time this guy comes to life is if there's not a cord long enough for him to sit his ass on stage while the fucking show's going on.
That's right.
We got a problem. He's running around. And again, the meet and greet's about to start. I tell Scott, I go, get your food before the meet and greet.
Come on, you know.
Well, no, I'm going to say it.
I got a story about the meet and greet too. Go ahead.
So he orders his food in typical Scott fashion.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting their food all around the place. Scott's is taking an hour.
Why? What does he order?
He just ordered a burger.
Right.
But it's Scott. That's his luck. We went out to eat.
You mean everybody got their food but you?
Apparently.
You have no fucking luck.
As soon as the waitress brings it over to me, Bruno, the guy we work with, came in and he goes, meet and greet's open.
Yeah, starting. And I've gone to restaurants with him after a show. We all ordered food. His is the only one that's ice cold. I'm not lying.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And for the later show, there was another meet and greet. And he stayed for like 5 minutes and left.
No, I didn't.
I said, yes, you did. Scott, we were there maybe 10 minutes.
No.
Okay.
Scott, you said to me before the meeting, you go, the parking garage I'm in closes at 1:50. Closes at 1:30.
Yeah.
I'm out of here at 1:15.
I had to leave.
Oh, man. Everything's your problem.
Howard, I swear to God, I'm
like-
the fucking headliner of this show, and every 2 seconds there's another fucking thing I got to deal with.
Right.
Every 2
So
They're
seconds.
you're the-
coming to you to traffic
To me,
cop
to me.
and
You understand it
do
when
logistics.
it's Beetlejuice with you, but not these guys. They should be-
Exactly.
yeah.
You know.
Everything's your problem.
By the way, Shuli, my parking lot closes at 1:15.
I didn't say one thing to you the whole weekend. I don't get it.
Why is it Shuli's problem with the car?
I didn't say it was a problem. I said
So why can't
I was
so
in the
you-
meet and greet for 45
so
minutes.
Shuli
I don't know
said-
what the fuck
you
you're
were
talking
not there
about.
45 minutes,
I
Scott.
was.
So
You were
Shuli,
not.
So Shuli sets
I
up
was there
this
the whole time.
Shuli sets up this whole fucking thing for you, and now you're bailing out on him.
yeah,
I'm not
but
bailing
being
out.
at
It's
the-
one weekend.
2 weekends.
It's 1 weekend.
I thought it was 2 gigs.
It's the same weekend.
I'm dying to know what this commitment is.
Yeah, what's your commitment?
That it takes 2 days.
I guarantee it's something to do with bowling or
It's
some
no
dumb
bowling.
shit thing.
It's no bowling. So
What is the
I'm not
commitment?
bailing on anything. We're going to San Francisco and Sacramento in April.
Right.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe a commitment will come up then, and you won't be able to do that then.
I said I was going to that.
You never. When we brought up this schedule, you never said, "Oh, I may have a commitment that weekend, and I might not be able to go." You never said that.
I said that
as
from
we
the
got
day
closer.
you told me.
You started bitching about the trip. Well,
No,
then first we got to fly to
What's your big
Chicago,
commitment?
then
Let's hear it.
Arizona.
I have family obligations to
Bullshit.
take care of.
Bullshit. I smell bullshit.
No, there's no bullshit.
Yeah?
No bullshit. So I'm not.
You can't go like some other time. You can't say to your family another time. This is something that has to be done
Like
that
you can't
weekend.
say I have to work because it's not like you're coming home empty-handed. You're going to come home with money.
No, I got it. I get it. And
He
really,
doesn't need money.
The money. No, the money is nice to have, and I'm a little bummed that I can't do it.
Right.
It's not. Believe me, the money. I like the money, of course.
What's the commitment?
It's a family wedding that I'm going to. So
yeah.
Wedding.
The wedding came up 3 weeks ago.
All
It was a
snow
family
wedding in Aspen.
all of a sudden, I'm invited to a wedding. No,
Yeah.
believe me. I want to go with these guys. I have a good time. We had a great time this weekend.
Dude,
the shows
how does the wedding only come up 3 weeks before
It
the
wasn't
gig?
3 weeks. I told him originally when he told me the date, I probably won't be able to do that.
Is that true?
I don't remember. All I remember
I'm
is him
telling
coming
you.
to me and saying, the first time he came to me and said, the flying, it might be a bit of a problem. And then the very next day, I said, so what's the deal? Are you in or you out? Well, if there was just more money.
Yeah.
It was just more
Somehow the
money.
wedding would disappear.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This
Yeah,
is
sorry,
shaking
dude.
me down.
Yeah. So what'd you do? Did you give in to him?
Well, I fucking got pissed, man.
Did you give in to his demands?
No, I
he's
just said
not
Scott.
going.
No.
I go, Scott. I said, well,
So in other words, he can get out of the family commitment. If
Yeah,
it was just
absolutely.
more money.
No,
Scott,
no.
if I fucking wrote a number down right
Yeah.
now and showed it to you and said this is what you're making for Chicago, you on the air you'd call up your family, tell them to go fuck themselves and come and do this show.
Right.
So don't bullshit me.
No. It's not that at all.
Everybody has a price.
Right.
He doesn't get it. Like there's no headliner that does this kind of money split with people
Right.
on the show,
Well.
and I got no problem doing it because. Like I said, we're helping each other out.
Right.
But you got to get to a point where you got to realize, look, to get to the level where we all can make better money, you got to do the fucking shows.
Right. Yeah, you got to be consistent.
Right.
So who else you got around here? Throw Scott off the bill and get
You
got
can't get
Ronnie.
JD.
JD you can't get. Evidently he's
We should do Stern Show's Got Talent, and me and you should judge the staff and see who's going to be added to the.
I don't care if any of you go out on the road.
I don't care either.
Yeah, I just like hearing all these stories. All right, well, anyway, there you have it. Shuli, Scott the engineer, and JD.
Yeah.
So, JD, you're out. You're not doing it.
I'm not opposed to doing other shows. I just don't. I don't like doing so many. You know, I like.
It's one weekend a month. One weekend a month.
Just
I
that
used to,
sentence is
with
good enough.
With the Killers of Comedy, we were out 3 weekends a month. 3
Right.
weeks out of a month, we were on the road.
Right.
This is 1 weekend a month.
Right. And what do? You sit home all weekend.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm saying.
I do stuff here and there.
You get out and be with some dudes and maybe meet some chicks.
Yeah, we saw what happened this past weekend.
Well, that was a fiasco. He lined it all up.
He came to me like 2 weeks before the show. And he's like,
All right.
What did he say? What did he say?
No, he's just like, I need the hotel information. I need to know what hotel we're staying. I'm like,
Why? Because you had that gig set up with the chick in the room.
right. I'm like, so I
need to get.
so I
listen,
felt bad that he
I can't tell you why, but I need my hotel.
I told him.
You thought you were going to be banging at that hotel.
I didn't listen with my with my low with my thoughts. I don't expect anything to happen.
All right, maybe we will renegotiate.
With my low.
What did he really want to say?
I don't know. With my low
expectations or whatever.
Oh,
whatever. Why did you need to know the hotel like 2 weeks ahead of time? Like, what were you telling her?
She stayed with the friend at the hotel.
Oh, so you got her at the same hotel?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. You were really...
had it all planned perfectly.
Until the dude showed up.
And then the next morning, we're walking out to leave, and they're like apart from each other. It's not like they're walking hand in hand or anything. And I'm like, wow, he had that chick up. I go, look at this motherfucker. His first weekend with us.
Right.
He's fucking got chicks. He's got a suite. He's got, you know, look at him. Good for him.
Right.
Walk up to him like, you close that deal, huh? Oh, not exactly. She brought a friend there in my room till 5 in the morning. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Oy. Oh, poor guy. No, and every minute he was like, what? He didn't care about anything.
He got into a panic.
How many steps away from my room?
How far is the hotel from where she is?
Could you make it like an adjacent room where you have a little door passes through?
Shuli, what room am I in? I got to tell her immediately.
Is that room service?
You had it all fucking lined up, dude.
He did, man.
He was so excited. See, now that's why he's not willing
That's
or
right.
I
anxious
guarantee you.
to do other gigs.
Dude.
This one worked out badly for him.
I guarantee you.
That has nothing to do with
Dude,
that.
you could get something lined up.
No, I know.
Your site's quite that high.
No, I
was,
know.
was the chick really hot?
She was, she was really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I know. I'm not a performer. I'm not
Was she a
comfortable.
10?
She's up there.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She was like between 8 to 10, no doubt.
So why don't you get a 6 and with a slam dunk?
That's not what happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I was on stage. And
Bring a 10 to the hotel. Bring a 6. Have a good weekend.
Well, I guarantee you come to Chicago, Arizona, I'll have fucking a total of 28 for you. How about that?
That's right. You'll get a 28.
Yeah, 2
It's
tens
gonna be
and an
50
8. How
of them.
about that? Yeah.
I don't know. Shuli, what hotel am I in? I just need the hotel information.
Oh my God, this is so
dude.
funny.
So what happened? As soon as Shuli got the hotel, you gave her the information, and then she hooked up a room there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you
Keep this
thought,
on the
"Ooh,
DL."
This is going to be good.
These guys,
Oh,
they're talking
man.
about renegotiating. You should see this show in
There's
the
no.
lobby of a
Surely,
hotel.
first of all, you're not talking. Go ahead.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
No, he's
What?
talking about renegotiation. I'm like,
That's the word you
not-
use, though.
I'm fucking around when I said renegotiating. Okay.
You
Whatever.
said you don't like to travel, you don't like to
There's
leave your
that-
house, and if you're going to do that, then you want to renegotiate.
No, I said I to travel. Forget it. I give up. I give up
You
talking.
give up?
Can I go,
You give up
please?
talking? You can't give up on talking. Give up
Then I
talking.
really can't use you on the show.
I give up talking. You can't give. Don't give up on talking,
I
JD.
talk way too much today.
What was the question?
Nothing.
He said he never used the word renegotiate, but everything else I said I was accurate about.
Right.
So I take it back.
It's breaking my heart that you had to get like you were bugging Shuli for the hotel.
I wasn't bugging him. I just asked,
Yeah. And then he got the chick lined up at the hotel.
He wasn't a pain in the ass like this guy. Like every 2
like
seconds.
Scott, the engineer.
Oh, I'm like, so we're gonna do.
anything.
I go, we're gonna do this weekend in Chicago, in Seattle, and Portland. Like this is 3 months away. I tell him. And 2 weeks later, Scott. So I'm looking online. There's only one flight coming back. I go, Scott.
Scott,
this
it's
has
not my
nothing to do
problem.
with you.
Right.
It has nothing to do. Don't worry. People know when we need to get back. They know when we need to leave. It'll be taken care of.
Oh.
You know, just the other day. Flights are very cheap right now. If you want to get to tickets, get them now. For
Just trying to help out.
So fucking annoying.
No, that's not annoying.
do you want to help out?
I'm trying to help out.
Show
Do
up
the
for the
show.
date. Yeah.
Do the show.
You see, in other words, Shuli has booked this whole thing around you guys.
Yeah.
Around
In other words-
Scott, mainly.
No,
That's right.
but he's booked this thing, and now it falls on his head when you guys can't show up. It's like all his headache. That's what he's saying. He's saying, hey, we're all in this together.
I got
Everybody
it.
wants to make money. You guys got to step up to the plate and take on
You
some
gotta be
responsibility.
there.
Poor fucking guy's going to have a nervous breakdown.
Listen.
Right,
Ronnie
Shuli?
couldn't-
Do I have
Ronnie
a-
had
Dude, you have no idea.
Ronnie
what's
had a
going
commitment
on.
with you this past weekend that he had to take care of.
All right,
Okay?
listen, that
I
comes
have
first.
no
Okay, well,
problem with
You know,
Ronnie.
and that is the door opening for them all
Absolutely.
to become
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
a pain in the
No,
ass.
So
I'm not- I
Ronnie's
don't-
not going. I'm not going.
I don't want to be a pain in the ass.
I'll
Listen.
have commitments too.
Right, yeah. Now Scott can't be left out.
I like how Scott goes, I don't want to be in pain in the... You know no other way. Let's be honest.
The sentence, I don't want to be a pain in the ass
Don't
coming out of your
say
mouth,
that.
Don't ever
is
say it
impossible.
again.
He doesn't see it, though.
No, he's the last to see it.
Right.
Every time.
I'm not a pain in the ass. Where's my plane ticket? I have to leave the parking garage.
I'm sitting there calling my DJ's hotel
Where's
I'm not
my
available.
hamburger?
to come down to the lobby. I'm watching my DJ step off an elevator with a plastic shopping bag with his DJ equipment in it.
Right.
He was tying his shoe and testing the equipment at the same time.
That's called talent, buddy.
Well, I don't know when everyone became a Rockefeller.
A diva.
I can tell you one thing: the fans are loving the show. The comics on it are great. The audience turnout has been great.
So what are you going to do now? You don't have JD.
Yeah, your bill is falling apart.
I mean, it's
Ronnie's block party. There's no Ronnie,
it's
no
just
Scott,
gonna be
no
me
JD.
and Ronnie. That's it.
Oh, it is Ronnie. All right,
Yeah, no,
Ronnie will come back.
Ronnie's been in from day one.
Ronnie loves it.
He does, and he's great at it. He's amazing at it. I think all three of them would be fucking great, but then I'm coming home with no money.
Right. Poor you.
I'm in the middle of moving. My kid's gonna be 2. I feel like my heart's gonna explode any fucking day. I walk when I get off the 2 trains and the bus that I gotta fucking take home. I walk by a cemetery, and first thought is, these lucky motherfuckers.
Right.
That's my first thought. You have no idea how lucky you are.
I know that feeling.
And then my second thought is, why isn't Scott fucking in that cemetery?
You are just
waste of a human being.
Just fucking relentless, man. Just
I am.
fucking relentless.
I am. When I sit.
Listen, you don't like me at the shows, fine. Book him all the time. Take Ronnie. If you feel so strongly about me being dead, then prove to me that you are alive.
Scott, you know what it is, Scott? You have a
you
have a worker mentality. You're finally in business with somebody where you guys could all be in business together.
I know this.
So you gotta say to your family, look, I got commitments with Shuli. I'm doing this to make extra money. We're in a business together. No, you're like, I'll pick and choose.
I'm not picking and choosing.
This fucking guy.
This is the only one that
I could understand.
I've done every other one, and I'm committed to the other one.
And Scott, I can understand if I said, look, there's a risk maybe on a weekend with a high overrate where we come back with nothing. Then I could tell you, say, no, look, I don't want to come back with nothing.
No, I know.
But there's a minimum that's still fucking. Anybody in that fucking back office would shove the next person over to get that minimum. Trust me.
I got you. I understand. And believe me,
then why is there a question?
I give up.
Ronnie
He's going to pile on.
Go ahead.
Fucking.
What do you want to say, Ronnie?
Hold on. I didn't even know what was going on. This has been going on for 40 minutes, I heard.
Sorry to wake you.
Where the fuck were you?
I was talking to Chuck Zito.
What are you guys doing a show now?
Bruce Willis?
Yeah. Scott has major issues.
Here we go.
Like if we make fun of him,
right?
He goes to me, why do you have to get on me all the time? I go, that's you. That's what you're all about. That's why you're there.
Well, he's like.
So he doesn't like the show.
He doesn't. I don't know what he likes. I think the only thing he likes is the money.
We all bust each other's balls.
But now he's.
I like doing the shows.
All right, listen, guys.
I don't think he likes doing the shows.
Right.
He wants more money to do less.
No, that's
and
not.
what does he do during the show,
Nothing.
Shirley?
Okay, so you know what, Scott?
Wait, tell me about the picture that was up on Twitter this week.
From sleeping.
From the show. Did you see that picture?
Yeah, he was sleeping during.
He was sitting on the stage. It looked like he was fast asleep.
I wasn't sleeping. Okay.
He's like Biden at a State of the Union address.
Right.
So Scott comes up. His idea. The show starts with the house lights being dimmed. Let's get this party started. Which Scott has yet to start any fucking party ever
in his whole life.
Right. That starts, and he starts running through the audience, which I love. I love the fact that he's comfortable enough to fucking run through the audience, and we all laugh at him because it looks ridiculous. And then he gets on stage. The crowd's excited. He introduces either Ronnie or JD, whoever's doing the show.
When he comes out, though, does he dance with people?
No.
He'll high-five people.
No, he dances through the crowd. And Shuli sits there and cries. Yeah. He's laughing so hard.
It's funny.
So your thing is dancing. Oh, there he is. There he is.
If you...
Oh, I see. Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Howard,
jumping.
I'm like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If you played the audio of the Hindenburg disaster, it would fit perfectly with him dancing through the crowd.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
It's an experience.
And then he starts talking. He's completely out of breath. He's like, "How's everybody doing?"
Does anybody have an iron lung? Does anybody know CPR?
And then Scott goes, we booked a deal in Toronto,
right?
So he's got to get a passport.
My God!
Because in New York you can get an enhanced license. You don't have to get a passport to go to Toronto.
Yeah.
So it's $40 to get an enhanced license, but it's like $200-something to get a passport.
Oh, that cuts into his.
So
overhead.
he's like, I'm not going to Canada.
So now it's your problem, Scott. You're in business with these guys.
I know.
You agreed to do this.
Yes.
They agreed to do it with you to help you make money and all that.
Yes.
And then as soon as there's a $200 expense, I'm not going.
Meanwhile, it wouldn't have been 200.
You don't see the problem in that?
But also, they want to do this deal in Montego Bay. You're going to have a passport.
Well, and
I
not
can't
only
go
that,
to
Robin,
that.
I'm
I
going
have
to get a passport.
It'll be $200, Robin.
the Toronto gig, we told him about passports how many months ago?
Oh, that was back in September.
Yeah, and then he springs it on you. He's not going. And then
I didn't say it wasn't
he's represented to these
No,
people.
you said you weren't going. You said you weren't getting a passport.
Well,
you
I
weren't
still
spending
can go.
$200 and something dollars. So move to New York. You'll be able to get an enhanced license for $40.
I'll get the passport.
Yeah, I mean, Scott.
Oh, now I get a passport.
You're a problem. Shuli
He
doesn't-
never says anything, Howard.
And JD's coming to Chicago and Arizona with us.
He is?
Yeah, he's going to take his place. He's not going.
Are you going?
You're going.
This is what I get.
You're going.
Thank you, Ronnie.
You're going.
See, that's why I love Ronnie. He knows what's up.
He's going.
He's
There's
going.
no debate here.
It's like when Ronnie gets the girls topless. He just tells JD. he's
No,
going.
JD's he's doing me, we had a talk. He's
Oh, we did.
we had no talk.
See? He'll do it.
No, we did.
You're having a talk now.
We had a talk.
He's been talking to Chuck Zito too
I have
much.
Chuck come in and talk. How's that?
Now you're going.
Now you're going.
Thanks.
I think this is the talk. Yeah. All right.
No, I talked to him yesterday, and he said, "I'm not going." I said, "You're going. You're going. Don't worry about it. You'll do it." He wasn't going to do hard for me and Stanford, but he did it.
Yeah. Well,
So
meanwhile, he
he's
made
gonna
himself
go.
a nice bunch of money,
Yeah,
right?
he's going to have a
Yes,
and
I did. I thought it was going to be like, one-time thing. And now,
now you can blame it on Scott.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
I had to go with Howard because that's my job, okay? And without Howard, there's no block party,
Martin, you're on the air.
right?
Let me find out what Martin. Martin says he's been to the block party.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
Martin.
boy.
Yeah, Scott, you cannot possibly be so deluded to believe that you are the top bill above Shuli.
I didn't.
I'm telling you right now that the reason why this block party exists is because of Ronnie and Shuli. You do nothing. You're a lump. You're the train wreck that people come to witness.
Did Scott do anything at the block party you were at?
And where do you work?
He does. I'm the manager of a web development team.
Oh,
Which show did you go to, sir?
I went to the Seattle show, and it was
Oh yeah, you had a good time at that one. That was a blast.
It was awesome. Ronnie is great. Shuli's great. Scott is a lump. He does nothing.
But and that being said, Howard, like you said it one day that you're
Right.
fascinated by him doing nothing.
Again,
as he shows.
I'll say,
And I'm fascinated at that. As angry as it makes me that I have to pay this fucking guy at the end of the night,
Right.
it's fascinating to me.
hey,
It's
if you're so
fascinating to
angry
me.
and you want me dead and you get you mad to pay me, then
I don't have to kick you off the show.
I don't have to do
You
the
quit
show.
every other weekend.
I don't have to do the show.
You quit the show all the time.
I don't quit the show. He vehemently says
And then
that
when he's off the show, he'll be like,
Nobody gives me any money.
he keeps saying that I do
All right,
nothing,
all right, we've
and
been
he's
over
annoyed
this.
that he has to pay me.
All right,
So I won't do him
All
anymore.
right, I got to get
Oh,
to
you're so
There
full
he
of
goes,
shit. You know,
quitting again.
you know you're not quitting.
Now he's going to go and lock the door in his
Yeah.
studio
Oh,
and
yeah.
stew.
And
And,
what are you always getting on me for? That's what I'll hear. Like.
and then you come in there and you go, Scott, what are you pissed off? Oh, I was just kidding around.
Scott, it's just a pain in the ass to have to deal with a guy like you. Like,
All right.
just be grateful you're there.
I am
And
grateful.
show up for the fucking dates. And you're part of a team. You agreed to this. Just do it. Stop fucking around with
Be
these
a
guys.
professional.
Oh, I wish I didn't have to buy a passport.
Well, fucking join the real world. We all wish we don't have to pay money for anything.
Right.
But guess
Come on,
what?
Scott, be a team player, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
We got some big stuff coming up.
Yeah.
When you fucking hamburger, put it aside and shake people's hands.
I did. I didn't eat it. Okay.
Oh, my hamburger.
One day there's going to everybody's
I miss
picture.
you, hamburger.
Everybody's meet and greet picture with Scott's got to have like chicken finger sauce on their shoulder from him taking pictures with
a hamburger.
He always orders something messy too.
I was at the bowling alley. I had a meeting coming up, and I said to the young man, my burger hasn't been here for 40
I have
minutes.
no idea what you're dealing with. here.
He was all worried about Friday night was the Hartford show,
Right.
and he was also doing the bowling.
Right.
And he was afraid if he made the finals.
Yeah.
Right.
He was trying to figure out how he was gonna
Make the final.
Yeah.
how he was gonna
that gonna
bowl and go to Hartford at the same time.
I told
Right.
you from the beginning there was no way I was going to be able to make the finals.
Do the
please.
finals.
I had
He's worried
I had
about it.
What if I
Done bowled like shit anyway.
I can't even beat a 13-year-old. How am I going to make the finals?
What if Angelina Jolie wants to give me a blowjob? What am I going to do?
Yeah, why worry about it?
I wasn't worried about it.
He's worried about the finals.
It's busting your chops.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard, can I
See,
ask-
you're always busting my chops. When I do it
Yeah,
to you,
Martin.
it's like, why you always get on me?
Howard, can I ask Shuli a quick question?
Yeah.
Hey, Shuli, if you were given a couple hours on Thursday morning to do the Miserable Men show again, would you do it?
Yeah, I do whatever they ask.
He does.
Me to
He's
do
a team
here.
player.
Yeah.
This fucking guy, he does everything. He's around here.
I've weighed shit in a bag from High Pitch Eric and
yeah,
Joey
I mean, this
Boots.
is our utility man. Shuli, you don't get any fucking aggravation with.
Is it possible that we could possibly schedule that? I mean, Thursdays it's not light. You've got a lot of good content on there, but it'd be great to have the Miserable Men back.
All right, well,
we're going to meet at the bowling alley and discuss this.
After our hamburgers.
I can't do
After
it.
the PBA meeting.
Hey, you know what, Martin? I'm having a good feeling about you. I like you because you go out, you support the show, you support
Martin's
these guys.
a huge fan.
Martin's a huge
and
fan.
I mean that literally. He's like 500
Oh, but
pounds.
he's in Seattle. I was gonna give him tickets to that Bruce Springsteen show.
Oh.
Where
he doesn't fly.
He doesn't
Martin.
fly.
No.
Too bad.
Neither do I.
I appreciate it. I really do appreciate
All
it. I wouldn't be able to make it out there, though.
Yeah, right. Okay, Martin. Cool. All right, later.
Thanks, Howard.
Right, bye. Like that guy. All right, I do have to take a break. Boys, Lisa G, thank you. Is Lisa still here?
No.
Oh, she left.
Usually she stands there.
That's never happened before.
Yeah, really? What happened?
Chased her out.
I don't know. But, boys, I wish you best of luck with your block party, Ronnie's block party. Hope it all works out. JD, may you get the courage to go on stage and make some money.
He's coming, man. He's coming to Chicago and Arizona.
It's the easiest money
He'll
you
be
can
there.
make, son. I'm telling you.
Count on it, people. He'll be there.
I don't like it, though. I'm not comfortable. It's not my thing. What is your thing? Sitting at home?
Yes.
It's not my thing. Meanwhile, you had a chick up to your room. All right, granted, it was a dude with her, but
Yeah, you got
Oh,
close.
I didn't know about
You
that.
got
Wow.
he had it all
With a,
lined
dude,
up.
with a dude.
Yeah, but he had it all lined up.
I'm telling
We
you.
don't need to go back.
We didn't know
over
the
this.
dude was coming.
You do a weekend with Ronnie, JD, deals are being closed left and right for you.
All right, boys, good luck.
Thanks.
And Shuli, may you not kill yourself.
Thank you, buddy.
Right,
Help me,
okay.
Howard.
We'll
Help me
be
get
back.
on the road by myself.
We'll be
please.
back. I will get to phone calls. I do have a lot to get to. I realize we've been wasting a lot of time on nonsense.
And where's
this
my
morning.
breakfast?
Scott, go get your hamburger. We'll be back right after these words.
Shuli, so much was made about the negative aspects of the block party. Is there any joy in it for you? What are some of the positives?
There's a ton of joy in it. I have a blast. We bust balls, but it is fun when we're on the road and hanging out with each other. It's just all the drama and politics away from that shit. Just the pain in the ass. Like, I don't want to deal with it, you know? It's not my job, as my friend Jose would say.
But it's worth it in the long run. All of the drama, all of the chaos, all of the headaches.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a paycheck from this company, you'd realize it's worth it too, and you put up with it. But it absolutely is worth it. It's, as far as jobs go, it's a pretty cool one to kind of have and be a part of, I think.
Scott,
it's
at
just
the end,
me.
Hey, yeah, exactly. But you're the orchestrator. You're the quarterback of this production.
Me?
No, Shuli.
Yeah, I'm not. I do nothing.
Well, Scott, at the end of one of these long weekends, do you ever do any self-reflection and realize, hey, I'm being a bit of a
I gotta
diva?
work. I gotta work. No, I realize I gotta work with these assholes. That's what. After getting beat up all weekend.
Yeah, you know when he thinks I got to work with these assholes? When I come in with an envelope stuffed with money for him.
Wait a minute.
That's what he
this
thinks.
weekend in Hartford, you gave me the place. I showed up. I didn't even bother you for transportation or anything. I drove myself. I showed up. I got to the gig.
Did I have any complaints about you this weekend in Hartford on the air? Did I complain about anything?
Yeah, you said. I
what?
showed up and I started complaining about the
No, I said that
equipment
you
and
do nothing and that you were like a lamp on a nightstand, and that I meant for like all the shows in general, not just Hartford.
I showed up. I did what I had to do. I didn't fucking bother you this weekend. And I don't know what the fuck you're upset about.
It's frustrating when you listen. When
I didn't ask you for anything this weekend.
No, you haven't. But it's not exactly like you're helping me out every weekend either by backing off shows and.
But it's
and,
the one weekend. I've done every other one.
Dude, before this weekend, okay, let's be honest.
Have I not done every
before
other show?
Chicago and Arizona, were you 100% on Hartford and?
Yes, I was always
from the start.
I was in.
Now you're lying. Now you're lying. No, you weren't, because you came up to that was.
Oh no, right. When Ronnie said he couldn't do it, then I was like, all right, I got to do this because you need me there.
All right. I mean, if that's the way you want to spin it, that's fine.
Shuli, is Scott misremembering how
I
things?
think he
We've
is.
heard that word
I think
before.
because the Connecticut show was the show in question that he came to me and said, "I'm not going to be able to do it because of prior commitments." And I said, for Hartford and Stamford.
Right.
And I said, okay. And then the next day is when he said, "Well, if there was just more money, and And that's why I was like, wow, it has nothing to do with commitment. He just wants more money.
It's all about the bottom line.
That's why I called it a shakedown.
Okay.
I'm still shaking.
Scott, I think the big picture that you're missing, and Shuli, you alluded to this, and actually Howard brought it up as well, is that you have to establish this block party. You have to make it a commodity. Then you start upping the ante a little bit. Then you start upping your appearance. You have to build it up.
We don't have to tell anybody we want more money. More money is coming in. Bigger offers are coming in.
Scott, you don't see it that way.
This Jamaica thing that this guy
Wait,
called
what
me
is this?
about?
What is this, Jamaica?
He wants a 3-day weekend in a resort in Jamaica. You'll have a plane ticket for you.
Who fucking wants to go to Jamaica?
Whatever you want, and the money ridiculous.
Fuck Jamaica.
Nowhere near the money we're making right now, and that money's going to go up too.
You want to go to Jamaica with us?
That's if you are a part of things.
Shuli,
Yes, Greg?
What do you want?
Bottom line,
Yes.
put in the hard work.
Yeah.
You won't have to chase the money will chase you.
Fucking ain't right, man. Fucking ain't right, brother. Sounds like somebody wants to be on a little bill called The Block Party.
Yeah.
Featuring Greg Carmel.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's right. Come out, show your abs, talk about how bad you want to bang Robin, but you're never going to.
Do some B-roll.
Couple
What's
crunches.
that? That's like a minute?
Couple crunches
Bring up
on
the first
stage, perhaps.
Wind sprints.
I bring this 15-pound machine with me as a prop.
I love it. I love it.
Everybody, we're meeting at Will's house to watch Jason.
Sounds like the block party just quit you, sir.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, we had an incident in the bathroom here. Somebody shit all over the floor. And we talked about who we thought shit. We got the log, haha. And we also had a DNA test. You know, we took some evidence for a DNA test. But the guy who did the DNA test, Lieberman, didn't know what the fuck he was doing because he compromised the evidence by taking the DNA swab and then putting it in, didn't even put it in the container. He fucking walked around showing it to everybody before he closed the container. So that evidence you could have thrown in the fucking toilet with the shit. Check it out.
The big story is the late story, and that's this breaking shit scandal, which, I mean, I was in there and I saw the bathroom, and it's just nasty. I mean,
it's a war
plain
zone.
Nasty. You do not want to be anywhere near this. But if JD, if you're telling me what I think you're telling me, this changes everything. Because I was about to.
No, hold on. Well, Ronnie was in there. I heard Ronnie in the hall. So at 7 a.m. he was in there. It was clean. All right. I did use the bathroom in the number 2 capacity early, actually, Sunday night, because I got here early. And I know it wasn't me because you have no idea how paranoid I am about that sort of situation. Now, I only do it whenever no one else is here, and I always clean up. I even clean up. You know how many times I've cleaned up people's piss drops from the floor? Just because so it doesn't get back to me for some reason? A lot. So, but yeah, and then I said, yeah, because I took a shit there last night. And so then, you know, and then Brian's like, oh, you just opened up a whole can of worms.
All right, so you went to the bathroom in there last night, Sunday night.
Yes.
But you're also saying that Ronnie claims that the bathroom was clean as of 7 a.m.
At 7 a.m., yes.
So you took a crap, but you think that that crap isn't yours based on the fact that, like, if it was, like, if you do you always check behind you to make sure everything?
I am 99.9% sure it's not me. And I
how can you not be 100% sure?
Because that's like the one. That's like the 0.01% of guilt that stands in my mind constantly. 100%.
I respect your honesty and coming forward like this. I think you're in the clear. I think that knowing the bathroom was clean at 7 o'clock absolves you from.
Wait. Why is he? Why?
That's what Ronnie said.
No, we don't. We only know the first time somebody saw it. Somebody could have gone in there and not noticed that it was dirty. So that's what we're working off of. But if I could just jump in for a second, we got a DNA guy. I've got some swabs that are in a sealed package. Hopefully what we'll do is, I think there's 6 people we're going to take, starting at 4:20 this morning. I think JD was the first one in there. Ronnie, it's JD, Ronnie, it's Greg, it's Doug, it's Tim, and Benji. Those are the 6 people. We'll come up, we'll do a cheek swab. I'll put them in separate envelopes. We'll send it all out, and as long as it takes a lab to do it, that's when we'll get results.
Gary, if it was you, since you're not one of the ones on the list, would you come clean at this point?
Okay, here's what I think is going to happen. This is how I think it's going to go down. This is my guess. I think that we're going to take the cheek swabs and send them out. Now it's going to get real. Somebody is going to try to get Howard's ear. And by the way, new rules around here. Everybody's got to come through me. But somebody's going to try to get Howard's ear. Maybe somebody high up in management, who knows, says, listen, you know what? It possibly could have been me. This would be very embarrassing to me and the company, and I'd rather not deal with this on the air.
So you think the
someone
test
high
results...
up in management kind of narrows the field there, Gary?
Well, JD is the manager of his particular area.
That's true.
You think it could be squashed, the test results?
I think that if somebody were to explain to Howard how embarrassing it would be for them as a member of this company, Howard might feel Howard wouldn't want to not do it on the air, but I think he might feel so bad for that particular person.
Now, I think what we've heard so far, all circumstantial, by the way, but the finger is pointing to 2 people. Benji, you're one of them, and Tim Sabian is the other.
I would be happy for anyone to check my.
I don't understand. Now. Okay, if you knew something was 100%,
because that kind of stuff is not from you. No way you can totally clean from.
Let me ask you a question, Benji.
Okay.
If you are 100% innocent and you know you didn't do it,
yes,
why wouldn't you swear on the life of anybody?
I've said that a million times. I think it's wrong. I don't know. My mom instilled me it's wrong to swear on someone's life.
Why?
She felt it wrong, and I get it. So I feel sort of exploiting, because I feel it's sort of exploiting. And I've done it before, but every time I say I'm not going to do it anymore. So I finally took a stand this time.
I tell you, I've always been shocked. Stuttering John used to get people, and he would always. If he wasn't sure if they were lying or not, he would always make them swear on the life of their mother. I cannot believe how many people buy into that bullshit.
Yeah.
They would hang up there and go, okay, you caught me. I would be like, it's fucking meaningless.
Well, all right.
It's like buying into voodoo.
John, will you swear on people's life? Will you swear on your kid's life?
If I knew that I was 100% innocent of something I was being accused of?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Really, you don't. All right. To me, there's something I don't know. There's something that seems
but
wrong
if there's no way that you're guilty and you know that 100%.
No, it's not that.
How does swearing on their life affect them?
Well, I'll tell you what. Even if you are guilty, swearing on your life doesn't affect them. It's not like oh, you got them.
That's the point I'm making.
No. But I think there's something inherent. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those weird things. Like maybe there's no ethics to it, but it just seems a little bit wrong to me.
By the way, did you see? Benji's
swear on my own life is fine.
Benji wants us to check his rectum. Did you see the idea that Benji pitched this weekend, or did you just pitch it to me?
No, I pitched that.
He wanted to do a clean ass spot check, where without telling anybody, we would just have a porn star pull our pants down, smell our asses to see if we had clean ass.
No, I thought it was put a Kleenex in our
ass to see if we got any brown stuff.
That might have helped for today, actually. But so you've got Greg Carmel, who said he went in there and it smelled so bad he had to get out. And didn't see anything. You have Goodstein, who reported it, but that doesn't make him innocent. And then you've got JD, Ronnie, Benji, and Tim. And I don't want to convict anyone, or you're definitely innocent before being proven guilty. But Tim's got a track record here. He's got a lot of splaining to do.
A literal track record.
Yeah, I mean, all signs.
Splat record.
They asked me about it for the news, and I said, Tim is from the Midwest, and he's a little bit older than me, and there's a different shitting culture. Like, if you're a hunter, like Tim is a guy who probably could and has shit in the woods.
Wait a minute.
Like, I couldn't do that.
If you're from the Midwest,
and but Tim's into he's into hunting and stuff. You know what I mean? And so when you go out to hunt, you shit wherever you can.
But we're not hunting here, Gary.
I'm just saying that I think that a guy like Tim's shitting rules are more relaxed than those of us who may not hunt.
I don't know if I buy that. John Lieberman, you did the swabbing. You've disgusted us all. What's the update?
Wait,
No, we have breaking news
I
right now.
applaud you, by the way, because I did not know who I was going to get to do that.
I've seen dead bodies. I've been at crime scenes. I mean, this is nothing except this is breaking news. We were just back in there. The railing that is on top of the toilet, underneath the railing, was covered with active wet feces underneath the railing.
What is active?
And there were chunks. Let me explain. This is the best DNA sample that we have yet, because on the ground it was a little bit smeared and not a lot. When I tell you I took a swab underneath this railing and ran it across the railing, and we got chunks on here. And now it's been put in plastic bags.
Is that on my desk as well?
And it's sealed up on your desk, marked by tape. We got so many samples that we had to mark it. We have left wall, we have under the railing, we have right wall, we have toilet seat, and we have light switch too.
Let's forget about who did this for a second and just talk about how
there was shit on the light switch?
Hold on, Benji.
Yes.
Talk about how this could actually. The light switch is explainable. I get that. Somebody tried to clean it up maybe, and when they went out, they hit it. But you're not talking about a small area here. You're talking about full coverage in a bathroom.
That wall splatter is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
How could that happen?
That's the kind of our formerly clean, pristine bathroom looks like the inside of a porta potty without a light.
This would have had to have been an explosion of massive proportion. And somebody must have taken their hand, maybe they were trying to wipe or something, and then the railing is almost unexplainable. The railing is, a couple feet above the toilet
Maybe they
bowl.
were holding on so hard when they
I
shit.
thought somebody may have missed the bowl and it went off to the side, and then they kind of catch themselves, and that's how it gets in other
Wait,
places.
you they exploded off the bowl and they had to grab
or maybe
it?
they were sitting on the side of the bowl and wasn't, or tried to get down to the bowl and it came out before they got down.
When we go back to the timestamps, we got to look, because this would have taken a few minutes at least for the explosion, and then you would think that they would try to cover it up somehow.
Based on what I saw, I don't think any cover-up was done. I mean, what did they clean?
I would think they probably cleaned the bowl. Look, I don't think the suspect knew that they got it on the wall. They probably cleaned the bowl real fast. They knew people were trying to get into the bathroom, and so they quickly vacated the crime scene.
Garrett, do you have any kind of timeline of, because sometimes I think you can speculate how long someone, till the door opened again?
I don't have that. I know what you're saying. I have when people go in and when the next person comes in, but I don't have when the door. I don't think it doesn't tell you when the door opens, because you don't need don't need a key card to leave.
Right. Okay.
So it wouldn't tell you that.
How pissed is Howard about this?
Well, it's disgusting. I mean, I think that, there's a large part of him that's pissed, and there's a large part of him that thinks that this is a fucking amazing bit for the radio. To find out who shit the wall in our midst.
What are your suspicions early on?
There's a stranger among us. What's that?
I said, what are your early on? What are your suspicions?
Well, again, Tim's had some troubles there, so you want to go to him, but it may be unfair. He seemed pretty adamant about it, and Greg Carmel, I do have to say, he was in there 3 times today. Now, he said that one of those times was like a false alarm, like he went to go in, open the door, and then he got called out with his camera.
Have any of the suspects, because we've had this happen before, have any of them previously denied it, then been found to have done it or anything like that, or verified that they did it?
I don't think we've ever caught anybody.
Well,
we found a pebble,
right?
And we never found out.
Didn't someone admit it once?
I don't think so.
There was an issue with Jared, but I don't think that had anything to do with the bathroom.
And it would be circumstantial. It'd be hard to admit too into evidence because of the circumstantial.
We've had some odors that have been pretty. We think we know who did it, but no one ever fessed up to it.
And Tim, since you he flatly denied it. He right to Howard's face said, "I did not shit this morning."
Now, JD said when you and I were walking in that he did defecate this morning.
No, not this morning.
Oh, when?
Late, not even late, like 7 o'clock last night.
But was it completely? Was it? I mean, the difference between diarrhea and solid. Was it solid? Could it have produced that kind of stuff?
I don't think so. I flushed whenever it was starting to come out.
What he's saying is, without being gross to everyone out there, did you have a solid bowel movement, or did you have some issues?
It was fairly solid.
So you didn't have the kind of issues that could have splattered on the wall.
I don't believe so. I didn't stare at it yeah.
And JD would appear to be ruled out because we did confirm the cleaning crew was last here Friday night. They're not here over the weekend. But so that would leave open maybe suspects who go in early Monday morning. But nobody between the time that JD went and after that, there were like 15 people in the bathroom, noticed any problem.
Well, JD, is it possible that you could have gone to the bathroom and not noticed what was there?
Like I said, there's that small percentage in my head of guilt that thinks there is, but I'm almost 100% sure it's not me.
But
you're worried that wasn't the question.
No, I don't think I know. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything like
Is there
that.
a chance that you went in, had nothing to do with it, but didn't notice all the stuff that was around, like the crap on the floor and everything else?
I don't think so. I'm usually pretty paranoid about that sort of thing and looking around.
I think JD is so paranoid about something like this.
I just told John Hyde I clean up other people's piss stains on the floor and shit, so it doesn't come back to me.
Richie in Illinois, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, John Lieberman's theory is a little far-fetched. When you flush the toilet, shit comes up out of the fucking toilet onto the railing. So
Where does that happen?
It always happens. That's why you're supposed to close the toilet seat when you flush the toilet.
No, but this wasn't trace amounts. This was like a full stream with chunks. That doesn't pop up like that.
Well, it is disgusting, but like our toilet does. Whenever you flush it, water comes up onto the rim.
Yeah, but if you look at the angle to where the poop was, it was so far off to the left that it wouldn't have just splattered there. It couldn't have.
If as the door was opening, if the wind was...
Bill, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, now, I got a theory on this. I think it's somebody that's disgruntled. And as far as the railing goes, I think it's, that giggle right there says a lot. Anyway, the railing thing, they probably wiped their ass with the toilet paper and then wiped it on the fucking railing. But I think it's Benji. That's what I think it is.
You know what? All I can say is I didn't defecate in there. I maybe defecated there once since I've been here. Once or twice, but I absolutely did not, and I am a tiny bit scared because any kind of test, there's, I'm scared. Like right now, I think John, you're gonna end up doing it because you're like holding the swabs. Like
no, these are clean. These are clean swabs.
I know that you're gonna test people with. I think it's gonna end up being you.
We had a guy on our show years ago. And he got fired from his job because he urinated all over the toilet seat at work. He was a disgruntled employee, and he pissed all over the toilet seat, and he got caught because no one went in the bathroom but him. So they figured it out.
Ralph Sorella, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey now. Hey, this is so disturbing.
It is, isn't
that
it?
It got all over the place. It's the weirdest thing. What you have to do is don't clean it up. Get a blood splatter expert in there. You know how, like, on Dexter, they could see where they were standing? Like, he was standing here, and then he moved, and he must have turned.
Is there a shit splatter expert?
Yeah, don't clean it up yet. Get somebody. How the fuck does that happen?
Don't know.
It's all over the place. I mean, that's a pretty big bathroom, too. It's not like a little stall.
It looks like somebody was taking a shit and in the middle of it did a handstand and continued to shit. It's everywhere.
Well, I think whoever this is, I kind of like, I think they need help, like really like serious like medical attention. You know what I mean?
Ronnie,
Ralph, is someone banging on your door, Ralph?
Apparently, Ronnie,
no, upstairs.
You're on the list of suspects.
I know I'm on the list.
So,
take my DNA right now. I'll bend over. I'll bend over. You don't even know how to do DNA, dude. That's what I came in to tell you.
What?
You're ridiculous. The guy takes DNA and he puts it in a cupcake container and he's walking around with it open, showing it to everybody. That's not what you do. You
so
seal
what's the
it
right way?
I am not
going to get
bag,
it. I
and
did.
you mark the evidence, okay? This idiot's walking around with the.
Have you ever heard of variable DNA testing?
And he's walking around. He's walking around with a cupcake container.
Ronnie, really? You
two are so cute.
We got 8.
Dude,
we got
calm
8.
your jets,
no,
will ya?
because don't criticize my DNA swabbing.
It's horrible.
We get 8 samples. The first one had to be done quickly, right away. That was in that cupcake container.
You don't walk around with it in an open container.
We didn't have the tools available.
You're killing the evidence.
It does not.
You're walking around with an open container, dude.
Ronnie, what's
CSI?
Ronnie, what's the right way to check for DNA? Since you know.
Well, no, you swab it.
Yeah.
And then you should seal it immediately. Even the vet tells you that when you take your dog shit samples. They tell you to put it in a bag immediately and seal it and put it in the refrigerator.
Which is what we did.
No, you
the
didn't.
First
You were walking
swab,
around holding it out and then a cupcake
The
thing.
initial swab, when we were still on the air, the initial swab was in there. realizing that we didn't have to have it done so quickly, I went back with all of the tools, and believe me, there was plenty of
Took you long
samples.
enough, for
there were
God's
plenty of
sakes.
samples to test.
Ronnie, are you innocent?
Yes, totally. Because at 7 o'clock, that bathroom was clean.
So, okay,
Therefore,
so
making me innocent.
JD, you're off the hook then.
Yeah.
So who do you think?
I'll swear on a stack of Bibles, kids, whatever you want me to swear on.
So who do you're the security guy up here. Who do you think did it?
I'm not saying, man. I'm not committing that. I'm not committing to that shit, man. Forget about it.
The hard thing it's hard to rule out anybody because so many people went in multiple times this morning. There were at least 4 or 5 people that were in
I was
multiple
there
times.
Either 2 or 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm fine.
You didn't take a dump in there.
No, absolutely not. No. Come on, take it right now. I don't care.
And Gary, I mean, accusations are flying all over the place. I know Jason's deeply involved in research and getting. Yeah, he lives for this stuff. But I wonder if eventually someone will just cop to it, and then that'll be that.
That's what I've almost kind of done. Well, not really, but no, forget it.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
No, what were you going to say?
No, I was just presenting my side of in case I get it. Forget it.
But that's not what John said.
I know. I get
Well,
it.
it is. What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Forget it. Just move on.
Are you saying like your explanation before is sort of
yes? In case it comes back to me, which I'm 99.9% sure it's not.
What I think, John,
I hate being a fucking guilty asshole.
What John was saying is, do I think somebody who knows they're guilty will come to me and say,
Yes.
you know what, I did it, please stop the presses?
Well, it's very well likely, and I swear on my life I did not defecate it, but it is possible someone that did defecate in there is not aware that happened. They might
So that could in fact be you.
No way.
No.
Benji.
I know I did not defecate.
Right.
I'm saying someone might defecate, not know the result. Do you think? Because then you're saying they know that they left it all there. Is that what you guys are saying?
Benji,
or they know they had to kind of.
You saw the shot of the bathroom.
I'll tell you
Whoever
what,
did that
I think,
knows that.
you guys are saying it's wet. I think it's the bathroom. I think that stuff is old. I think it's like from last week sometime.
No, it's not last
So,
week.
So what if what if you shit 3 weeks ago and it belongs to you?
Oh, I didn't. I know I didn't. I know I haven't like.
I think of all the people that use the bathroom around here, someone would have noticed it if it happened a couple weeks ago.
I just got off the phone with the DNA police again. I have an update. Okay, so
No results. Wow.
No results. I have an update. So he's calling around. DNA testing poop is a crapshoot. You can get DNA from poop, but it's not always there. And even if it's there, it's not always in enough quantity to be able to do a full DNA test. So what they're going to do first is what's called a viability test, where they take our various samples and they break it down to see A, if there's enough, if there's any DNA in the sample, and B, if there's enough to be able to pinpoint it to one person.
Great.
So that's where we're at now. He's on the phones with some labs. He said not every lab will do this sort of testing. But
See, the only thing wrong with what Jason just said is if I were guilty,
you got an out.
Not an out. I would wait until I knew that there was a viable test.
Yeah.
Well, I think, Gary, that's your call today. I think if you want to line everybody up and we'll take some swabs and put it in plastic
I'm saying
bags.
it doesn't matter if our samples aren't viable. It doesn't matter whether I swab everybody.
We should have waited. Like Jason should have given this information. Someone might have copped to it.
Right. In other words, somebody who might be, it's fine.
Okay.
But somebody who might have been feeling guilty might say, I'm not going to cop to this till I find out whether it's viable. Now, for all intents and purposes, it's viable.
Hey, is there really, this is related, is there really something in pools that will turn your pee purple if you pee in the pool?
I don't think so.
Okay. Can we find that out too from the DNA guy?
Mike in Maine, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. So I'm a PhD in microbiology, and here's how you do it. Everybody has a different type of bacteria in their shit, and so if you can get a sample of the bacteria of the shit on the toilet, and then you take a sample from everyone that was in the bathroom.
What kind but Mike, what kind of sample? Do we have to take a saliva sample or a shit sample?
A stool sample?
Shit sample. It's got to be a shit sample from everybody.
Wait, so you're telling me that I have to go to JD and get a stool sample from him?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, the guy didn't mention anything about getting stool samples, but I'll put Lieberman right on that.
You can shove a swab up his ass.
And
That's
everyone,
like
you could identify by bacteria?
Yes, because everyone has different bacteria in their bowels. They have different antibiotic-resistant bacteria that are in there. They have different species. There's a different everyone has a different profile.
This matches up to what I was just told on the phone. The only difference, because he mentioned the bacteria as well, the only difference was that he said, the bigger the sample, the better. Sometimes the smaller samples are hard to get bacteria from.
Gary, why are people shitting in the bathroom in the first place? Like, didn't we go down this road where no one's really supposed to shit in there?
We did.
And
people still continue to shit in there. I can't.
We've never officially banned shitting in that room.
It's frowned upon.
Wow.
Chuck in Connecticut, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, as soon as you guys figure out who this person is, I think you should have a consequence of like either they get fired or something like that, because this is disgusting. Number one. Number two, I can't believe anybody would have the disrespect to crap all over the freaking walls. That's just ridiculous. I mean, dude, I work on job sites for a living. Those bathrooms are disgusting, but I've never seen shit splattered everywhere. You know, it doesn't matter. I mean, you eat food truck food, and they don't shit all over the walls. This is disgusting, dude.
Well, especially because we've had so many bathroom incidences recently. Like, I'm paranoid every time I walk into the bathroom. Like, I give that place the 5 over on my way out, and I can't believe that everybody else isn't as paranoid.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we continued to talk about what happened in the bathroom and the shocking confession of Tim Sabean. Not shocking because we all kind of knew it was Tim, but shocking that he actually came on air and said he was the one. So there was plenty of speculation as to what should be done, how should Tim be treated. We got to talk about a lot of shit on this show. The big story is one I know we spent a lot of time on it yesterday, but we're going to spend a lot of time on it today. And it's that there was some justice that prevailed today. Howard put it all on the line. He said, you know what? I'm going to find out who this person is, and they're going to get fired. And I think that was a big wake-up call for a lot of people. He also made a point to say that if it's somebody who comes to them on the side and says, hey, I want to kind of keep this off the air, he's not going to do that. He's going to fire them unless they took the amnesty plea. And there were a lot of suspects, and suspicions were flying. We will get some of the suspects down here because a lot of people felt they were being presumed guilty before being proven innocent. But sure enough, after quite a few minutes, Tim Sabean came in and admitted to what he did. Actually, you know what, Al? I gave you that clip. Can you play that clip? This is Tim confessing after a thorough investigation.
If it's you, just tell me.
Okay, I shit. Okay, we all happy now?
No, now let me ask you something.
No, I gotta go.
No, but what? Okay, so you admit you did it, but why all over the wall? And
no,
all
I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up.
But what happened? Were you sick?
Yeah, I was sick.
You were really?
Yeah, I was sick, really sick.
But how do you spray out like that? I've never done that.
I was really sick, and I thought I cleaned it, but I was really sick. I'm not kidding. And I come to work sick. Doesn't matter how sick, whatever. That's it. Okay.
How did it get on the railing?
Now, okay. Now.
How did it get on the railing?
Wait, just now because you admitted it, you fine. No repercussions and all that. But just answer me.
Does anybody ever get sick in this place?
No repercussions, Gar?
Well, no. I mean, he's still got his job.
Yeah.
There's so many. I don't even know where to begin to tackle the subject. So I'm going to start. I'm going to work my way backwards and say, when Howard when Howard put out the amnesty deal, there were a lot of turning points that I think sort of got to Tim. You could almost see him sweating in the back because, with the light on him, because Tim is by nature a pretty honest guy. And I know people would say, well, he swore on the life of his kids, but he was put in a bad spot. And he's by nature, I know that he wanted, that this was weighing on him, that he felt guilty. I think that part of it was when I started to do the timeline again, it became very obvious that it could only have been one of two people.
Tim or Sal.
That's right. That became very so.
And by the way, Sal, a lot of people thought it could be Sal,
right?
Because he has a track record of similar type of things.
That sort of shone a spotlight on it. But you and I talked about this before, and you said that you thought the turning point was when Howard said, "The person's going to be fired, and I'm not dealing with it at all. Gary will take this to HR and handle it."
Yeah, what was going through my head? Wow, if Tim doesn't come in. And a lot of us assume that it was
Well,
Tim.
You should say what you.
I'm going there.
Yeah.
That means that Gary is going to have to fire Tim.
But that's not the funniest part. The funniest part is John comes to my office a lot during the morning. We're always just talking to each other, and he goes, "You realize you're going to have to fire Tim if it's Tim," and I just sort of waved it off like let's not let it come to that.
Yeah.
If I don't think about it, it might not be true.
And a lot of times we love Howard. We talk about how great of a broadcaster he is. But let me tell you something. The way he played that this morning was just magic. It really was, because the DNA, who knew if the DNA was going to bust anybody? But he was just said, we've got the DNA. We're going to find out who it is. Here's your one chance to come clean. And Tim held out for a while still before coming in.
Well, John and I said it was like one of those great episodes of Law and Order SVU when they flat out say we don't have enough proof. We think we know who did it. We don't have enough proof. But the only way we're going to get this is we got to get a confession out of this guy. So you go to one room and you said he says this and she said that. Yeah. Howard really he like smoked it out. It was brilliant.
Yeah, and I felt for Tim.
I did,
but he was guilty, and that bathroom was a freaking mess. I mean, a mess. We still don't know how everything got everywhere, do we? I know he was sick. I know he said hot peppers had something to do with it.
Okay, I'm not going to give away too much. In when we were on a break, somebody asked him what it was, what did he eat? Because we were talking about, Lisa G interviewed somebody that if you go to extremes, meaning if you eat, like a steak and then the next night you have a green drink, that's what really messes with your body. And I'm going to say one word to you, John, and the one word is Tim said that he had Mexican.
Ah. We still can analyze and find out.
What he had?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw everything away. There's no sense in having shitty Q-tips up here now that I know what's what.
Now, when the other names were mentioned, were you thinking twice about anybody? I mean, Benji, you were unjustly accused.
I was very worried that somehow there would be like a DNA mistake. Somehow, like our DNA was in there. So I was.
Why would your DNA be in somebody else's shit?
About me and Tim, I haven't told you. But
well, do you mean like if you had a piece of pubic hair or something
exactly
next to the
listen,
shit?
I think chances are it would be done correctly, but I was scared that there could have been somehow a mistake. Yeah,
I will say that I never suspected Benji. I mostly suspected Tim, with light suspicion on Sal, but I don't think Sal could carry that lie off for too long. He also gets very guilty.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting character study how everybody reacted. I mean, JD, who was innocent, as we know now, still left the door open with the 99.5, which shows, his guilty conscience. Then you have Benji,
his lack of confidence is what it is.
His lack of confidence, yeah, exactly. So you can see how innocent people sometimes confess to crimes, because I feel like if JD would have been pressed, he might have ended up.
Might still.
JD is absolutely the guy that you see on TV shows. Like I watch that show, The First 48. You ever watch that on A&E? I think it is. He's the guy that you go, JD, maybe you shit all over the bathroom and you don't remember it. Is that possible? And if you keep him awake for 12 hours, you totally could get him to confess.
I was wondering if it was going through Tim's mind at all to try to get JD to confess for him.
What do you mean?
For JD to take the bullet.
Oh, I don't know.
How much do you think? In other words, what if Tim approached JD off the air? $5,000? Do you think JD would take it $5,000 to take the bullet?
Who's to say that didn't happen, Gary? I don't know if JD would do it though. But John, Ronnie was getting all over you for you being so excited and unprofessional about this kind of thing.
I don't think I was unprofessional at all. What I admitted my mistake initially because it was in the heat of the moment. Nobody was really going to swab the DNA, so I said to Gary, I'll just do it. So I went in there. We didn't have all the supplies. We didn't have everything we needed, and the bathroom was being compromised. I mean, people were walking in, walking out, so I wanted to do it quickly. And in my haste, the first sample I put in one of those cupcake containers.
Yeah, why was that so bad, by the way?
And I left it, well...
It had already been on the floor for hours. What the fuck?
Ronnie's take on it was because the container was open, the air was going to come in and contaminate it and maybe make it so it wasn't a measurable amount. But regardless, it didn't even matter because when I went back, it was actually the second time that I found the railing, which again was the best sample. I mean, that railing had chunks of shit on it. And that's the part that I still don't understand. I don't understand how that amount of fecal matter got on that railing. I mean, and I do want to go back and look at the tape and just see how long Tim was in the bathroom.
It was. Well, I will tell you, it wasn't a very long time. I think Tim went in. I got to look at it, but I saw that the time between the two was like 12 minutes. It wasn't like he was in there for half an hour.
And it sounded like an explosion. I mean, Tim
right. I think I think you get in, it happens, and then it was 1 minute of shitting and 10 minutes of cleanup.
Now, Tim also said, 2 days of great radio, which you never want to do the radio deflection because everybody can use that for great radio. Right. But is anyone upset at what Tim did? Or appalled or aghast about it?
Not only what he did, but he left all of us as suspects.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that can happen, I guess. I mean, I've had stomach trouble before, never like that. So I guess I can understand how that could happen. I think that I would have cleaned it up in a way that you leave nothing behind, because I'd be so embarrassed by it.
I mean, he said that make it like a Dexter kill room.
Yeah.
Where, you've got everything taken care of, but he also lied about it yesterday.
Well, that's a tough thing. But it's. Do you understand why he lied?
Yes, I do.
I do.
I'm not saying it's right, but I understand why he did that.
But now it's out there that he swore on the life of his kids and lied, and that's a tough thing.
Paul in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, 2 parts, guys. Do you think shit skid Sabian should be banned from the bathroom?
Should he be banned from the bathroom, Gary? It's a fair question.
I don't know.
People have been banned for less, though, right?
And people have been let back in. It sounds funny to say on the air. You're right. If it wasn't Tim,
if it was Sal, he'd be banned.
You're probably right. And then we'd wait 6 months and forgive it and let him back in anyway.
Maybe like 2 weeks in this bathroom, and then make sure it's all clean.
But see, here's the thing that I said too. I know that you're like it's hard. You oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And I guess what happened explains it. But I would have gone to the public bathroom here. The one probably 70 yards away. I would have gone to that one because there's so many other people. It's
When's
more.
The last time in your life that you felt like you were going to shit your pants, that you couldn't make it?
I don't know. It's some years ago. I'd have to guess.
I mean, for the most part, everybody can pretty much gauge it correctly, right?
I mean, you get those moments where it gets bad, but
yeah, but that's 3 a.m. on a Saturday when you're loaded.
And maybe he wanted some privacy in there. He didn't want to go in the bathroom over here. Maybe he wanted to go in there and didn't realize what was going to come out.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I can only imagine what it looked like in that bathroom because you have to imagine that this was just a huge explosion, because if Tim really thought he cleaned it up pretty well,
right, this is after
it must have
cleanup.
started out just horrible. I mean, stuff all over all of the walls, because for him to then clean up what he did and still leave such evidence, you can only imagine what that place looked like in there. There's speculation that he might have carried out his underwear in a bag or
somebody
something.
just made that up, and
that would be on the video, right?
That would be on the video that we're going to look at to see if he enters the bathroom with anything in his hands and leaves the bathroom with anything, a bag, a package, anything, because he doesn't normally carry around anything.
Who knows about that? See, that's the reason why I always say that's why porta potties are the grossest things in the world, because you only use them when you're in Tim's condition. The only reason to use a porta potty is when you're in Tim's condition. That's why they all look like that.
Right. Laura in South Carolina, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I really think that this might be some kind of hostile act. Maybe he's talking about how overworked he is and how busy he is. Is he maybe angry at people? Is he... maybe he needs counseling. I think amnesty is nice, but I think maybe some kind of court-ordered counseling might be necessary for Tim.
Well, Laura, what gives you the idea that he did? Because in order to go with your theory, I'd have to buy into the fact that he did this on purpose. Is that what you're saying?
First of all, you had said that you have warning. You generally know if you're that sick. Did he mention to anybody during the day that he was sick? I mean, does anybody have any reason to think that he was sick? Did he say, I had a terrible meal last night, or I'm sweaty and I feel terrible, I should go home? Was there any of that?
He didn't look sick when he was in the newsroom eating those cat cookies that Lisa brought.
I think this would be hard to do intentionally.
Right. Laura, if it was intentional,
He's got talent.
It is the ultimate act of anger. But I don't think it was.
And Laura, that was my first thought yesterday, was somebody was trying to send a message doing this, because how else could you get it all over the bathroom? But
John's saying, you're laughing at John, but I'm telling you, when we were at K-Rock, someone was sending us a message. Somebody was saying, fuck you, we care so little about this place that we're going to shit all over it and not flush the toilet.
But that is how you guys always look at things. Had it been me, you would have said I was doing a message. It was a psychological...
Well, you probably would have wrote something on the wall with it, too. You probably would have actually left a message.
Helter-skelter.
Yeah.
Robert in Dallas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I'll be as quick as I can. Y'all need to catch Sabian in another lie. I really don't think there's any way he put any effort into cleaning that bathroom up. Just the way he comes across the radio, the way he talks to people, he was just going to leave it there for some poor custodian to clean it up. He's not going to clean up shit. That's just the way he is.
I think that you might be right, but I don't think he saw it. I don't think he realized how bad.
Don't you think it's a little hard to miss, though?
No,
I think that here's what I think I would have done. I would have come out. I would have said to somebody, you know what? I don't think you should. Listen, I'm not feeling good. Things went a little crazy. I knew I would have gotten stuff about it on the air, but I would have said, don't go in there. And I would have immediately called facilities and said, I need somebody to come up with a mop. I need some help here.
You saw the scene. It's not. It's disgusting, but it looks like it came out the sides, and I could see someone easily not being aware of that.
But here's the thing. Criminals make mistakes when they're rushed or they perceive that they're being rushed. I think Tim had a huge explosion. I think he wanted to clean up as quick as he could, but also get rid of any, quote, evidence as quickly as he could, and he just was rushing in that Tim sort of way, and so he left not realizing how much he had left behind.
And if you take a dump like that, there's sound with it, there's rumbling, there's vibration. It's something, at the end, you're going to look down just to see what the hell went on. I would, and how do you not see that?
John Lieberman, is this story over, or is there more?
I think there's more, just the video. I think everybody just wants to know, the extent of, what actually happened inside of that bathroom.
Doug Goodstein, I see you looming back there. I know you had the theory about the underwear, and it seemed like when you went in, you knew it was Tim, but you didn't want to say it was Tim.
Everyone knew it was Tim. When I went in and what Tim did to me, it made me question more. Is Tim hiding something that he thinks I discovered or found? Did he hide that underwear, or
what do you mean?
Like why did he get physical and push me out of the studio so aggressively and wanted to? Did he just want to end that?
I think maybe he was just done with it.
He literally lifted you up.
Yeah, it was great,
and made sure you didn't get to a microphone.
And also remember, and when I went in, within 10 seconds, he fessed up to it. Did he think I knew something that
you had some kind of smoking gun?
Yeah, which makes us think, is there a smoking gun somewhere?
There's a couple of things.
There?
Doug's right, because Doug's office is right outside the bathroom, and Doug was the one who followed Tim. So maybe Tim felt on some level that Doug knew something that could implicate him.
Well, I asked Tim to come down here. I know he's busy, but he's going to try and make it down here, and I respect that. Sal.
Yes.
You were unjustly accused. A lot of people, when they heard your name, thought, hey, maybe Sal was the one who did that. Were you upset by that?
No, because A, I knew I was innocent. When I took a shit in the bathroom, I believe 3 years ago, Gary says, don't crap in the bathroom anymore during show hours. Afterwards, it's fine. So I knew better not to. And sometimes I put a really pretty heavy stink out there. And if I took a dump that morning, I'm sure it would have wafted out into the hallways and I would have gotten in trouble. So I was in the clear. I was completely fine with it. So me just being on the list, I wasn't offended at all.
Do you feel Tim should be banned from the bathroom? Because we said if it was you, you'd be banned. No doubt about it.
I was banned from just taking a dump because guests have to go in there, so I completely get it. But you're talking about a man who sprayed fecal matter all over the place. I mean, that is a barbaric, deplorable act. I can't
Sal, once in 7 years, for God's sakes.
Forgivable.
But what's the difference between taking...
Case closed.
What's the difference between taking a dump in there and smelling it up and doing what you do, which is crop dust people all morning long in the public area?
I generally just crop dust you, John, when you're doing these dumb interviews, and I'm just trying to spice things up because half of the time they're just horrible.
I love how Sal's farting is for the good of the show.
It's for the good of John's stories.
Like everything else, right?
No, I had some bad gas a few weeks back, and that was primarily it.
Will, you assumed it was Tim. Like we all...
I knew it. I didn't even need to know who had been in the bathroom. I knew it was him.
Why?
He has a history of doing this.
Well, what is that? When people say has a history, what does that mean?
Meaning I have fouled him in the bathroom in the past, and there has been splatter on the back of the seat and, in areas that you wouldn't normally see poop. And then the other thing is, I just think he's one of those guys that he walks around here kind of blindly. I really don't think he would have seen it, and even, if he had seen it, he would have cleaned it up. I don't think he even thinks about it.
Right.
I think he does his business and walks out and, goes on his way.
So what do you think that is? Do you think that he's got a lot on his mind? So you don't think it's an angry act? You think
no,
and you don't think he's being arrogant by not cleaning up?
No,
you don't
absolutely
think
not.
He doesn't see it.
He wasn't even conscious of it. I guarantee.
It's like a form of ADD. It definitely is. He's just completely unaware of his surroundings. When I worked for my dad in a pizzeria in Patchogue, there was like a mental institution. I mean, I'm sorry, Tim, I'm not trying to make this comparison, but
there was a mental institution next door, and there was a guy who'd walk around with a handkerchief and just go and blow it all day. One day he stopped and he just peed all over himself. And I thought this moment, well, that's got to break up the monotony of the handkerchief and the blowing. Sure as shit, he just turned around and kept going. You know, he just wasn't aware of what he was doing. And I think in Tim's case, I remember that guy. I think he just runs into the bathroom, drops his pants, shits like a hippo, pulls him. Who even knows if he wipes? I mean, if you're not even, if it's on the light switch and on the walls, is he even wiping this man? He's just so in a different world.
And it's still over the walls, by the way. I mean, I went in there to wash my hands, and it's over by the sink, like sprayed against the wall.
Well, yeah, I
like
talked
a
to the
crime
cleaning
scene.
crew last night. Yeah, they don't want anything to do with the walls.
Well, but they clean for a living. I'm sorry.
I mean, they said that they would clean the toilet and like the areas right around it. But I mean, they almost needed somebody to give them a tour of the bathroom everywhere. There's
what we need
shit.
is I think we need to have it disinfected, wiped down, and repainted.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think we need to bring in like Dexter every time Tim takes a shit and just cellophane the whole room.
Anyone. Shouldn't Tim go in there? Isn't the right thing to do for Tim to go in there and clean? Seriously. Wouldn't all of you, if you had
Well,
a
I mean,
crazy
this isn't kindergarten, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like-
but it's
But the mentality's there.
So wait, you're likening Tim to a mental patient carrying around a handkerchief?
No, I'm saying that. Look, Tim has a form of ADD. He's really. I think he's
which is like a form of retardation.
Maybe apples and oranges. Maybe not. I don't know. But the thing is, the point I'm trying to make is that Tim is so consumed with work. He's a hard worker. He cares about what's going on here in this environment that even when he takes a shit, he's so consumed with work that he doesn't have the ability to check his surroundings and wipe his ass.
Did he talk
quite
to like before he came in? Did he talk to any of you guys? Was there any like discussion?
No. The only thing I saw him this morning, and all he told me was that he left his iPad in the cab.
And I interviewed him about 10 minutes before he ended up in the studio, and he just basically had no comment.
What percentage how many people are buying into the Tim didn't even notice it, his mind is going in many different directions, and how many people are buying into the Tim just didn't care, fuck it, leave it for the next person? John?
I don't think Tim did it intentionally. I don't think he went in and say, okay, now I'm going to
once
make
he
the
knew-
bathroom. But afterwards, I think he was on to the next thing.
But do you think he knew what he was leaving?
No.
Will?
No, I don't.
Sal?
Not one bit. He has a ton of compassion for the staff. I really think he did not focus on what he did. I think he went in and got out.
Lieberman?
I think, no, he didn't know, but I think that he definitely cleaned up a little bit because the scene would have been much worse.
Ronnie, you knew what was going on the whole time, I think. You had a feeling it was Tim from the start, right?
Well, he had a history of it, so, and then seeing the log of who was in there.
Oh, there's no actual log.
There was no log.
Seeing the log who was in there, it was pretty obvious, but, who am I to make a judgment? But what I'm saying, I got a feeling I know what happened to the guy. I don't think he got his pants down in time. Is what happened. I don't think he made it to the seat.
Okay. That would make sense because if you made it to the seat, you shouldn't get it anywhere else.
If it did, if anything, it would have got all over the back of the seat, not all over the walls. And I don't think he made it to the seat, and then it was like a mass major explosion before he got his pants all the way down.
Well, wouldn't that mean that he was walking around with
fecal matter in his pants?
Unless he took his underwear like I did one time and just threw it away.
We should really bring in like
a tree.
Bring in like a CSI crew, and they could see which way the splatter is going, and then they could measure to
Well,
see.
it's still there, a lot of it.
The angle.
They didn't do a great job cleaning up.
John, you're a big guy and you eat a lot of greasy, horrible food. Have you ever had a personal shit explosion?
Not like that.
I
Not
did.
like that. I mean, yes, I've had. There's times where I just had to go, but
I mean, I've had them, but they've all been in the confines of the circle of the bowl.
Right.
No, I had it happen. I had it happen twice. Once I didn't make it, like when I told the story on the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Where I had to throw the underwear up in a tree.
And the rabbi got in the
No, that was my friend Shitbox Richie.
Oh, okay.
That's
him.
That's the famous story that Howard always talks about.
Yeah.
That he picked up the rabbi at the airport and he took the guy to his house. He was waiting for him to get back, come back to the car, take him into the city, and he got this cramp attack. And he had a box in the car and he grabbed it out of the trunk and he took his shit in the back of the car.
And then the rabbi got in and he said, the car smells like shit.
But I had it happen to me in the car, like I was driving. I was trying to make it home.
Were you driving a passenger?
That's going to happen at your age, by the way.
No, this is a long time ago, dude.
This was like in your 50s,
yeah,
60s.
Yeah. No, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, Will.
It's when Carter was in office.
Yeah, no, when they had that wooden wheel fucking wagons. So what happened was I got this bad attack, which must have happened to him also, and I thought I could control it.
Hot peppers?
I don't know, but I could. What happened was, I knew I was in trouble, and it was going to explode. So I grabbed. I had the New York Times and the Daily News in the car in the front seat.
Times is a much bigger target.
And I threw it under my on my seat, and I exploded in my suit, man.
Oh.
But it all got on the newspapers.
Wow.
And then
did you have to throw the suit away, or did you clean it?
Oh, I threw it out. Oh, fucking threw it out, man.
How did you get from your car to your house?
To my house?
Yeah.
You ever see how people walk like little tiptoes? Like
With the
this?
newspaper all over
With
your
your
ass?
little legs closed together, you know?
Like a little old Chinaman.
Shit happens, man.
Al,
What are
we
you gonna do?